Perplexity AI can sound overly formal and less conversational like ChatGPT, but it makes a lot of sense. Perplexity is not a regular chatbot, it is after all a tool for doing research. But you can make Perplexity to sound more conversational, more casual, and engaging like ChatGPT. And here's how you can do it. First, let's go to perplexity.ai and you can log in with your account. And here we want to use a feature called spaces in Perplexity. So essentially we want to put a custom instruction. So every time we ask something in that space, that instruction will be used. Now let's go to spaces. You can hover above it and click this button to add a new space. So let's call this one casual AI or casual conversation AI. It's up to you. The name doesn't really matter. And you can add some emoji, maybe to just imply some expression. This is again not going to affect the instruction, but I just like to have that in the space. And here is the instruction that you can provide to your space. And don't worry, the full prompt is available in the video description, so you can copy and paste that into your space. But basically, this instruction will make AI to sound more human, more conversational, more approachable and engaging. And you'll see why this prompt is going to make consuming content from Perplexity a lot more interesting. Now let's click continue. Okay, here let's try asking a question that is so complicated, like what is machine learning? Question mark. And the model doesn't really matter, but I think Claude for Ozonet and GPT 4.1, they are actually, I would say, more engaging compared to other models. That's my opinion, by the way. So you can use any model. This is just, it will work just fine. And let's send a message. And you'll see that the answer is going to look a bit different. So there's this bold text, there's some emoji, and overall the paragraphs are a lot shorter. And in my opinion, even though I'm not reading the content yet, but I gotta say that it's a lot more interesting, more easier to digest compared to a long winding paragraph. So this is what happened when you're using that instruction on Perplexity. Now let's do a comparison so we can see how different the answer from this space to regular version of Perplexity. Now let's open Perplexity again, and I'm going to be asking the same question. What is machine learning? Question mark, and I'll make sure to use the same model, which is Claude for Ozonet. And let's send a message. And you will see that the answer is okay, but I mean, by the look of it, it's just not too interesting. I mean, I'm not quite interested to read this paragraph, even though it might contain the same information, but the way it looks is just not really, it's basically quite intimidating. And there's actually a concept in writing that you have to include a lot of white spaces or things to break the pattern. And unfortunately, the default answer of Perplexity just doesn't feel interesting to look at. And if you compare it to this one, you can tell that this is a lot more engaging than the default version of Perplexity. And by the way, the prompt that I showed you earlier can also be used on the AI profile. So you can navigate to Perplexity settings, and then you can click the accounts menu or personalization menu, and then you can put this prompt again to make Perplexity to always respond in this manner. But of course, you can also use space or you can use AI profile. It's up to you. But in my opinion, I probably use it in the space because sometimes I just want to get the default version of Perplexity. But that's basically how you can make Perplexity to sound more engaging, more conversational, just like ChatGPT. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Have a great day.